coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Hey, man, we out here, man. 33 years of prison stories pushing P. Put some positive energy all the way down the line. Blessings to everybody who sent me blessings and well wishes. I'm doing my best to bounce back. Blessings to everybody, man, who hit the GoFundMe, man, to try to help me get through a couple of these little situations. Blessings to everybody who hit the petition, the sign, man, so I could break these chains and, you know, get off of parole, man. It's just blessings upon blessings today, man. Love is love. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Let's go. Let's get it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. We on the road to 110, and then we trying to keep going. Let's go. Oh, man. Hey, man, let me tell you about this. I told y'all a whole lot about these, you know, bootlicking, Uncle Tom, Jeffro, Bodine, tap dancing, Negroes. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them in the penitentiary system, man. But, you know, I guess that's the way they choose to try to, you know, do their bit to get through their situation or whatever. A lot of them trying to, you know, get all close and up buddy with the police, man, and, you know, be dropping dimes on jokers on the low and doing little just slick stuff, man, where you can't trust me. It's like, it's a lot of different ways they be like. Some of them, man, I think it's, you know, dudes has got, what you call it, like claustrophobia. Them dudes can't be in the hole. They can't go in the hole, you know, because they'll go back there, they'll lose their mind. So they try to, you know, be good with the police, man, so the police won't never lock them in the hole or something and things like that. That's the way I be thinking, because when you really break it down, bro, you ain't got no reason telling the police nothing. They all there to keep their foot on our neck. So what is you helping them for in any situation? But, you know, I don't know. I can't get in the mind of a Bama because I ain't a Bama. You know, gunshots to that. So I guess that's, you know, that's just the only thing I can think of that they do what they do. Because it ain't like you getting no time cut off. Ain't like you going home. Ain't like nothing. And even if you was, you still doing some Bama stuff, man. So, but this is where it get tricky and confusing. That a lot of people think because them dudes is bootlickers and Uncle Toms, they also weak, right? They might be weak in their mentality, but people confuse that with physicality. That don't mean that they can't rumble. That don't mean that they won't push that blade. Those are two different things. It's just like when dudes look at the boys, they think because the boys do what they do, that them boys still ain't men. They still ain't got a sack. They still ain't got men strength. They still might not acquire no type of squabble skills or something. I mean, I don't know. A lot of dudes think like that. They'll go real aggressive at somebody that they know that's a boy, or they'll go real aggressive at somebody they know they're supposed to be old bootlicker or Uncle Tom or something. Whereas to a regular dude, they won't do that. But a lot of times it's hit and miss. Some of them dudes will bow down to you because they know they doing something that's frowned upon, something that everybody look at. So they'll bow down because a lot of them will think that the masses is going to be on his side because of what you into. You see what I'm saying? But you got some of them bootlickers, man, that'll put that work in on you, man, and give it to you like you need to be got. And that's real talk. I.e. Bobby the bootlicker. Yeah, get on there, old Bobby the bootlicker, man. Now Bobby, man, Bobby was one of them dudes, man. He was a straight bootlicker. It ain't no other way around it. It ain't no other way around it. But the Bama work out all the time. The Bama cut up like a fifth of dope. He trap setting up. He do a lot of like isometrics and stuff. You'll see him in there working out in the party or go outside and work out and everything. But he's straight bootlicker, right? Bobby the bootlicker also is a buffer. He call him the triple B's, man. Bobby the bootlicking buffer, right? So Bobby be buffing them flows, man. He be buffing the heck out of them flows. I'm talking about he had the pod looking like marble, man. You see how shiny these Jones is there? He had that floor in the pod looking just like that. When you look across the pod, you will see it looking so shiny and bright. He be buffing them joints, right? And therefore, the building sergeant, the building lieutenant, you know what I'm saying? The UN man, they love him because he gonna keep the pod beautified. They try to get one of them in every block. So when they do get the administration to come through or somebody come in from downtown Richmond or whatever, it look like they taking care of the penitentiary, look like they taking care of their investment, look like it's a clean prison, look like, you know, things is in order, right? When all the time it's pure chaos, it's nasty, it's mold here, it's mold everywhere. They feeding us like we, you know, in a third world country. They ain't honoring and doing nothing about the rules and regulations except for when it applies to them. You know, they doing all types of other stuff, but it look good. You understand? And that's what they want. They want dudes to make the penitentiary look good for visitors, not for living purposes, for visitors, right? So Bobby the bootlicking buffer, he into that. You know what I'm saying? And then that means what? They into him. They gonna look out for him. They gonna make sure that he alright. They might lock us down and put him out. Let's let him buff the floor. Or they might call rec and they'll tell you on the loudspeaker, because they might got somebody coming this week. They'll tell you on the loudspeaker, pod rec, pod rec. You either, I mean, yeah, they'll say pod rec, pod rec. Either you go outside to outside rec or you stay in your cell. There will be no pod rec. This is rec call. You either go outside or stay in your cell, right? They doing that because they want the floor clear, so give him enough time to buff the floor and get the floor all beautified, right? Stuff like that. That'll have dudes mad is I don't know what. Dudes want to go get on the phone. Dudes want to go take showers. Dudes want to, you know, sit in the pod and watch TV who ain't got no TV in their cell, but they can't do it because they more or less taking our wreck just so the floor can get buffed. And then you're going to have Bobby out there, you know, buffing it away. You know what I'm saying? You did? And so the thing about that is, them dudes that had the floor looking so shiny and looking so nice, but then they're going to take attitude or take issue with you if you walking across the floor dragging your feet. If you walk across the floor with your state boots on, or you coming in from outside rec and you been balling, or you got your boots and you skick, trying to, you know, stomp the mud off of your feet before you go to your cell. Man, them jokers be blood mad. You can see how they looking at you like I done just put all this work in on this floor, and you gonna come in here and leave black streaks across the floor. You gonna stomp your feet. You gonna drag your feet. Man, boy, they be mad. But most of them, like I say, most of them, they be scared. They be timid because everybody know you a bootlicker. So they don't want the whole masses to turn on you like, man, ain't nobody, man, what you know what I'm saying? So they don't say nothing, but you can see it in their body language. Now, Bobby, he different. Bobby gonna say something. He gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? And he don't really be chopping it up with nobody because everybody already know what time you on, man. You the police, man. You a bootlicker. You know what I'm saying? But when he do say something, it's usually gonna be about the flow. Hey, man. And he had a little quick stutter too. Hey, man, can you pick your feet up, man? Come on, man, I just did the flow, man. You know what I'm saying? And rolling all over, you know what I'm saying? And dudes might be like, man, go ahead. And he'll go home about the business, but he done made his point, and he gonna be looking. Then you got the other people, the ears in the cornfield, they done heard it, so they'll subconsciously try to pick their feet up. And it be for different reasons. It be because some dudes really don't want no issue with him because they think he gonna tell it. That's one of the reasons. Other dudes might don't want no issue with him because, like I say, he look physically, you know, like he'll give you some work. You know what I'm saying? And they know by him saying something, where as opposed to most dudes won't say nothing if you talking about state stuff, because dudes gonna say you state struck. So if he's saying something, they figure like, okay, well he might be willing to stand on what he say. So dudes will be ducking issues. There'll be a lot of reasons, but you got some jokers that ain't trying to hurt none of that. Man, you don't tell me, man, you got them like that. You know what I'm saying? We in the penitentiary. You got all flavors, man. They got more flavors than Baskin Robbins, man. You gonna find what you need in there. Somebody don't care. Somebody will care. Somebody will look at it in one way. Somebody gonna look at it the other way. It's just how it's gonna go. You just got to be, be ready for anything when you open your mouth and you speak on something, especially if you speaking on some state stuff. Me in particular, I ain't gonna be going out my way trying to stump my feet or do all that to drag my feet. But if it so happened that I was walking and it was a way that you ain't like it, I ain't trying to hurt neither. I'm not trying to hurt. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be trying to hurt from the police. You know what I'm saying? The real police. Because we went through that like on Sussex 2. They got them lieutenant, pick your feet up on my floor. Hey, don't drag your chair across my floor. Hey, man, get off of my floor with them shoes. Man, you don't own nothing. You work for the state, Bama. You know what I'm saying? So I had a bad taste in my mouth about anything that they trying to tell me about a state penitentiary when, man, these people gave me a gazillion years. You know what I'm saying? I live here. I'm going to live how I want to live, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. If you don't like it, then you just got to do something about it. I don't care if you're the police or whoever. I'm not going to just go out of my way to do, you know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, it just didn't make sense. But I guess there's some other dudes that feel that way too. So this particular time, he had buffed the floor all morning, and they bust the doors open for lunchtime wreck. So dudes come out, and dudes had a chair. You got a personal chair that's in your cell. I done seen a many fights over this situation, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's small things, but they turn into big things in the penitentiary. It ain't no such thing, matter of fact, as small in the penitentiary. Every issue is an issue. Every issue could turn around and be deadly. Every one of them, no matter how small it is. So dudes is coming out, going to the microwave, going to the shower, setting up shop, trying to get at the table to see what they want to, you know what I'm saying, watch, see first one can get the clicker, cut the TV on, all the Bama stuff, trying to get tables so they can play their little cards, trying to hold this table. Man, come on, man, playing domino. Because if ain't nobody at the table, dudes going to try to sit at the table and use the table. So you got dudes trying to hold tables. It just be a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, foolishness going on when them doors crack open. So most dudes coming down there, and if they got the chair, they hold the chair up. They pick it, hold over the back, walk, set it down where they want to set it, whatever. So old boy come out, he dragging his chair, you know what I'm saying, and talking, running his mouth, you know what I'm saying, I got food in there and everything. But he dragging the chair, and the dude that just finished buffing the floor. Now the chair is dragging across the joint like. So you can see Bobby standing out in front of his cell, and he's got his foot up against the wall right by his cell. He on the bottom tier, so he just looking at him like. And he go right by him with dragging the jump, right? So then Bobby like, man, you can't beat the chair, man. He said, what? He said, man, you can't pick the chair up, man. He said, man, pick the chair up for what, man? I got other stuff in my hand, man. What you talking about? He was like, man, that's... And he said something, and it sounded like he said, that's some B.A.-ish. And go on and pin the corner, go on in the cell, right? So when he pinned the corner, go in the cell, oh boy, plop, drop the chair, go over to a table, set his little food down, go over to his cell. Hey, man, what you say? And he said, man, get away from my cell, man. Get away from my cell. He said, no, what you say, man? He said, man, get away from my cell. He said, man, hey, yeah, you better watch your mouth, P-U-S-S-Y. He turned around, started walking back to the table where he put his stuff at. Bootlicking Bobby come up out that joke. Bootlicking Bobby come up out that joke. He got the white beater on, the trap setting all up. You know what I'm saying? He come out that joke. He said, man, F you, man. I don't know who you think. I don't know who you think I am, man, or what you think this is, man. Man, you better watch your mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want something, man, let me know. So dude said, man, what you want to do? He said, well, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? He said, my cell right here. He said, you ain't saying nothing. Hikes his pants all up, and Bobby turn around and go in the cell. So he hikes his pants all up, ties drawn up all tight, like he, you know what I'm saying, really going in there and put in some work. Now, mind you, he not no small dude neither, you know what I'm saying? And he with it. You know what I'm saying? So dudes is just looking like, that's all you can do in the penitentiary. Just man, you business, but dudes is looking to see what's going on, but ain't nobody saying that. Man, shh. Walked over that junk, and Bootlicking Bobby got an old Bama in the cell with him too. He an old white dude though. That's how they'll do. They'll put them old jokers in there, which they gonna give you the selling partner that you want, cause they want you to be comfortable. Because like I say, you really working for them, so they want you to be comfortable. So his old seller get up, come on out the cell, walk on over to the table. He read a book, sit down with his little book, cross his leg like he just gonna keep on reading. Like okay, cause Bobby must have told me step out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Old boy fix himself up. He go over there to the cell. Oh, it's thunder and lightning out there. He go over to the cell, tap that joint, and say, "What's up?" You heard Bobby say, "Whatever." He goes up in there. Boom, 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 boom. They in there just rumbling. they having that joke moving. Furniture up in there, man. And the furniture in the penitentiary is bolted down. So they up in there getting busy, man. And only the dudes that got the angle they can see in the cell, see what's going on, you see them. Ooh, oh, ooh, in the eye, right? But where I was at, I couldn't see in there. I could hear it though. You know what I'm saying? Boom, bam, boom, 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 man. Hey, I kill you. But F you, man. What do I? And they getting it up in there. Man, they up in there jump about a good 6-7 minutes. Now, if you know anything about fighting, 6-7 minutes, that's a rumble. That's a rumble in the jungle right there. Especially if you talk about bone and concrete, because that's all in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Steel, bone, and concrete. So they knocking. You know what I'm saying? They knocking this up against the locker, boom, boom, boom. They getting it. Shh, man. This thing, you see old boy come up out that joint. Man, his shirt ripped halfway off. Man, his eye already starting to close, bleeding out the nose, bleeding out the mouth. Looked like he was bleeding out his ear. And I'm like, man, what in the? So I'm thinking, like, old boy Bobby get ready to come out there and gonna look the same way. Like, oh, they was really getting it in. Shh. Man, that joker came up out of that joint, man. He went over to the table, and I guess he had his shower stuff too. So he got to fumbling through his stuff and grab his towel, and he just started wiping it, man. You can see the whole towel just start turning red. Then wiping his face and stuff off, wiping his face and stuff off. Then he put it, little Captain Morgan style, put his little hand up, his little feet up on the stool part, and he leaned over on the table, and he got to put the towel around his head, and he just holding that joint like that in his face. And you can see the little blood dripping on the table, dripping on the table. And old boy sitting at the table like, he got up, stood up, he was like, bro, you gotta go to medical or something, man. Come on, man, you getting blood all over the table and everything, man. You getting blood over the table, man. You want telling people, man, you hurt yourself, man, go to medical. He like, all right, I'm good. He said, man, you gotta go to medical, bro. Come on, man. That's a hazard, man. You got blood everywhere, dog. You know what I'm saying? He told me I'm good, man. So dude get up and move away from the table. So he just standing there for a minute. So everybody keep on looking at the cell because everybody want to see, you know what I'm saying, what old Bootlicking Bobby looking like. Man, it took about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, Bobby come up out that joint like this with the cup in his hand, going straight to the microwave and put his cup up in the microwave. Deep, bloop. Turn around and lean on that joint like that. He might have had, if you look hard enough, it looked like this little part right here had a little mouse up under that joint. That's it. That's it. He looked like he had a little mouse up under his left eye. That's it. So now dudes is looking like, oh, he look like that. He look like that. Like he must got some mad squabbles, or either boy just can't fight at all. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, he won't no little dude. You know what I'm saying? And he had a little, what dudes mess with him. He play a lot of basketball. He had a little respect. But he got the brakes beat up off of him by the bootlicker. I'm talking about the brakes beat up off of him by the bootlicker, man. Yeah, this seller came down and ended up getting him, checking him out, saying, man, you want to go to medical, man. Go ahead, go to medical, man. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, we go up there to the booth and get him on out there. They call him, they go over there to medical and everything. When you go over there and you bust up like that, they already know it's a fight. They ain't know you done failed. They ain't know I was playing basketball. They know it's a rump. You know what I'm saying? They come back up in the junk, man, tell everybody go lock up in your cell, lock up in your cell. And then the lieutenants and all them come in there and they start walking from cell to cell. Sometimes pins on like this time, they'll bust your door. You know what I'm saying? They go to each and every door. They'll bring about 8, 10 police in there, put them in sets of twos, and they're gonna start at the top and the bottom. They're gonna bust every door. You gotta come out. They're gonna look at your face. They'll hold your hands out, look at your hands. You know, they might peek in your cell, whatever, just see who got some bruises, this, that, or the third, right? That's why a lot of dudes will put their gloves on in the penitentiary before they start rumbling. If they really gonna just fist the cuff that junk, they'll put gloves on. You know what I'm saying? So boom, they come in this joint and they do that. They go through every cell. You know what I'm saying? Also means that the dude who got beat up, he ain't telling. They gonna ask, but he ain't tell. If they told, they coming straight to the cell. So you know when them police come in there after a situation like that, and they come straight to your cell, and you was the culprit involved, you know what I'm saying? You already know the dude done told on you. You see what I'm saying? That's just automatic. There ain't no getting around that. Other than that, they coming in with the Bama move like they do then, and go from cell to cell, check people's hands. That's just the you know what I'm saying, really for precaution and really for the cover themselves in case dude is hurt too bad and he won't get a lawsuit, because at the end of the day, they responsible for your well-being, which they never are responsible for, but they do their due diligence to make sure that they can cover all their bases. You see what I'm saying? So when they had to report that to the warden and they had to report that to the major, what did y'all do? Oh, we went in there, we checked everybody, but he ain't tell nothing, he don't know who did it. That's all they doing. Just covering up, making a paper trail that look like they really doing their job when they don't be doing nothing. Man, them people went to every cell, including Bobby, ain't said nothing, ain't did nothing, went on back up out of that joint, came back in that joint, man, about 30 minutes later, told old selling boy to pack his stuff up, packed his stuff up, took his stuff out there, normal operation. Normal operation. Now, truth be told, see, things have an effect in the penitentiary. Dude still know he a Bama. Dude still know he's a bootlicker. You know what I'm saying? He know he own them people. You know what I'm saying? They know this, right? But at the same time, I pay attention. You can still see now dudes, that even the youngins and stuff, they start purposely picking their chair up. Hold. You see some of them got the chair holding it up under their arm while they maneuvering around. They ain't want to drag that chair. At least for a little while, they ain't want to drag that chair. Why? Because they seen that and they know that they know it can happen to them. Because they know how he is on this bootlicking flow. You see what I'm saying? So it had an effect on it. Plus, it put them dudes on notice that, you know, yeah, he a bootlicker. You know what I'm saying? He ain't one of them old Uncle Tom, Jeff Rowe, Bodine, tap dancing Negroes, but he'll fight. And obviously he can fight. You know what I'm saying? So he knew what he was doing too. He played a chess move. You know what I'm saying? And I seen these type of moves before and all that, right? But like I said, at the same time, you work for the people, man. But it don't mean that we don't know what your physical capabilities is. We just know your morals and principles messed up. That's all. But you can't confuse them two things, man, and be thinking this dude soft because of this. Or that's just like I tell y'all the dudes who play basketball real good. They assume these dudes can fight, give him respect. Why? Because he can play basketball? Dude, athletic, play football. They'll act like that means that he can rumble, he go hard, he'll push the knife. No, those two different things. See what I'm saying? You are who you are, man, by what you do, not by what you do in another area. You understand me? I ain't never seen you fight. I don't care how good an athlete you is. I don't know you can rumble. I don't know how you gonna be, you know what I'm saying, up in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you gonna be in that foxhole. Nah, so but I guess they found out. Old bootlegging Bobby, yeah, he had little squabbles too, man. You know, so that was a lesson learned, man, a hard lesson, man, a hard lesson for him. And there ain't nowhere in the world, like I say, if you look real hard, you can see his eye. They seen it, but being that he on their team, they act like they ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? They act like they ain't see it. and went on about their business, man. But anyway, man, it just let you know, man, how you never judge a book by its cover, man. And dudes do some strange things in there, man, but you still don't know what's going on. Everybody dangerous in the penitentiary. Everybody. Everybody is dangerous in the penitentiary, and every incident in the penitentiary is major. Even if it starts small, something as small as is major, because it always could turn into Bethlehem play, and when you turn into that, somebody's life on the line. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Talk to me in the comments. I talk back. All my real TBP Nation supporters, man, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Membership, baby, we going crazy over there. Y'all want part 2? Y'all know what to do. Yeah. So tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We out here, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Hey. Duck them hooks, man, and check your health. Your health is your wealth, man. Stay on top of it, man. So don't no dirt get thrown on top of you. Peace.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.